Hello and welcome to Conversations in Public Relations. I'm Mary Fletcher Jones. Today we're in the offices of Goodwill of Greater Washington, and I'm very pleased to be here with Brendan Hurley, who is the Senior Vice President of Marketing at Goodwill of Greater Washington. Brendan Hurley is also the President of the American Marketing Association DC chapter, and I'd like to talk to you today about AMADC. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Love to talk to you about AMADC too.
Brendan, let's start by telling me a little bit about yourself and your work here at Goodwill and how you got into marketing.
Well, as you said, I'm the Senior Vice President of Marketing and Communications at Goodwill of Greater Washington. My background, though, is predominantly in the for-profit sector, so making the transition to the nonprofit sector about 6 years ago was a bit of a change for me, but it was a good change. It was a very good change. It's nice going into work every day knowing that your hard work and your labor benefits others at the end of the day, so it's very rewarding. But I worked for Clear Channel Communications for many years. I have a BA in Communications and a master's degree in Marketing.
So on a day-to-day basis, I'm sure your work is very varied, but what is your work like here at Goodwill? What are you responsible for doing?
I spend probably 70% of my time really marketing our retail operations and our donated goods division. Goodwill's primary mission is to provide job training and employment services to people with disadvantages and disabilities, but we fund that mission through the resale of donated goods at our retail stores. So we use the term no money, no mission. So we need to generate the revenue through our retail operations in order to fund those job training programs. So we really focus a lot of our marketing efforts on generating used goods donations and trying to get more people into our retail stores. And so far it's been a very good experience for me personally, but it's also been very good for Goodwill. We're having a very, very good year.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Now tell me, how did you get involved in the Marketing Association here in DC?
I've been a member of the AMA for about 6 years now, and a couple of years ago I was approached by one of the sitting president who was leaving, and they were looking for a new president to take over the chapter. And her and a couple of other leaders of the board came in and talked to me about it and recruited me to come on board. And so I spent a year as the president-elect learning a little bit more about the operation. And my tenure began in July of 2009 and ends in about 2 months.
Wow. Let's find out a little bit more. Some of our viewers may not be familiar with the organization. How many members do you have right now?
We have almost 800 members,
wow,
representing over 400 companies in the Greater Washington metropolitan area.
That's impressive. And as a president, what kind of responsibilities do you have for those members?
Well, we really tried to change our focus this year more on providing greater member value. One of the things that we saw last year, because of the economy, we saw a huge attrition in membership, and I think that was being seen by a lot of membership-based associations.
Yeah, I think everybody did feel that for sure.
So we decided that we first launched a member satisfaction survey late last year. We wanted to find out what the perception was internally of the organization, and once we gathered that data, we were able to sort of restructure the organization and put a greater focus on professional development programming, career advancement, networking opportunities, which we know is the reason why most people join organizations like AMA.
So that's what people are really looking for, the professional development opportunities and networking. Now, what do you offer in terms of professional development at AMA?
We have programs that target vertical markets. So the idea is to provide programming that reaches marketers of all levels and all levels of experience. We have a great program called the How To series, which is really targeted more towards a novice marketer, people that are just learning marketing, may have taken on additional responsibilities and suddenly they're taking on marketing responsibilities even though their focus has been on other things in the past, or people that are just getting into the marketing field. We have the Executive Marketing Roundtable program, which is very targeted towards the executive level marketer, and then we have a series of other programs that are really designed for marketers of all levels. So we want to make sure that we've got something for everybody.
I've been really impressed with the variety of workshops and programs that you all do offer. I mean, it's the whole gamut. Do you find that there's some that just are going to sell out, that people are desperate to get this kind of information in terms of marketing?
We can do programs on social media every day and sell out every one of them.
Are you kidding? It's that popular?
It is. Matter of fact, I was just commenting earlier that we had a program on social media for nonprofits just yesterday, and not only did the program sell out a couple days in advance, but every person who registered showed up, which is also very unusual.
Oh, yeah.
And we had several walk-ups, so we actually exceeded capacity for that event.
Wow, that must feel great.
It does feel great.
And what do you account for that immense interest in social media? I mean, I have my own reasons, but I mean, you personally in your work and with AMADC.
I think marketers these days are trying to find better ways to reach consumers or whoever their particular stakeholders are. We're hearing a lot about social media being a low-cost option to do that, and developing these viral networks and viral campaigns online, saving organizations money while having a greater impact and greater reach. And so I think a lot of companies out there right now are really just trying to figure out how to best utilize social media to save themselves money while also improving their brand reputations and driving business.
And any closing words would be like the people to know about AMADC and the value that it offers its members. But what about non-members? Can they come to events?
Non-members are welcome to events, although membership has its privileges.
Okay.
If you're a member, you pay less for our programs, and you have access to free networking opportunities and job opportunities that non-members don't get.
Oh, good.
However, we've had a very good year at AMA. While a lot of AMA chapters around the country are still seeing high attrition rates of membership, our retention rates over the first 3 quarters of the fiscal year have gone up by 12%.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. We're very proud of that. And over the first quarter of the calendar year, we've seen our new member numbers increase by 3%. So people are hearing about us. They're coming on board. They're beginning to realize there's value in an AMA membership, and we're going to continue to push that value proposition.
It was great talking to you today. Thanks so much for appearing on Conversations in Public Relations.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.